guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am featuring the Nude Ego collection by BH Cosmetics. I was super excited for this collection. I've been waiting for BH Cosmetics to come out with something, and when they finally did, it was those little quad palettes, and I was like, really? Really, that's what we've all been waiting for? But, you know, I know they had a whole changeover in their company, and I'm pretty sure that it was Revolution Beauty that bought them out. Like, they went bankrupt or whatever. Whatever the case was, they were bought by another company. So everybody was like, oh my gosh, like, what's going to happen to the formula? What's going to happen to the palettes? Like, are they going to change this, that, and the other? And then it was like, everybody was waiting, like, are they going to release more makeup? Like, what's happening? You know, and then they came out and they were like, yay! And then the big reveal, and it was those quad palettes, and I was like, oh, well, that's that, blah, blah, blah. I was not impressed. I didn't get any of those. I was like, I'm not excited about that. And then, me being a sucker for a nude palette, they came out with this. And I was like, oh, yes, I shall try that. And I was excited. I'm like, let's get it. Let's see what this is all about. So they came out with the large eyeshadow palette, Power Play. It's $24. And then they came out with, it shows 4 blush palettes online, but I could only get 2. It was only giving, you know, the 2 options. So here are the 2 blush palettes. The bottom one is Sweet Cheeks, and then this top one is I Don't Give a Fuck, for the abbreviation for it. And then they had 2 In the Buff medium. This is the In the Buff medium to deep all-in-one face palette. It is blendable, buildable, highlighters, bronzers, and contours. So at a distance, this is the medium to deep, and it looks fairly light, but it's you know, there's darker hues in here, but I thought that looks really light. Like, let me get that and try it. So I don't know. And then this is In the Buff light to medium. Oh, Strip That Down. Is this called? No, they both say Strip That Down. So then this is In the Buff. This is the light to medium face palette. So I got both of those. Then they had 4 little mini palettes. So I got Peach Emoji. Super pretty. So there's Peach Emoji. There's Wild. There's Blushing. I'll list all the prices down below. I feel like the face palettes were $12 and maybe these little ones were $9, but I can't remember about the blush. And then there's This Is Me. So purple, pink, peach, and a green palette. And then the large nude palette. So anyway, I'm super excited about this. So today, if you want to see how I did this look, then just keep watching. So let's do some makeup. So I already have my foundation on, and I use the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation, and I use the colors LN6 and MN3, and I just mix them together. And then I use a beauty blender, and I did all of that. So let's go ahead and let's do some bronzer, and I'm gonna do, no. I guess I'll start with the light, that doesn't show you anything, with the light to medium palette and see how these colors go. Because I also have the medium to deep, and for some reason they didn't look this dark online. So I was like, well, let me try some of those. And I guess I don't know. I didn't catch that these had shimmers in them either. These 2 right here have shimmers. So let's see. I'm going to take this big fluffy MAC 135 brush, and I'm going to go into this one here. This is definitely different because I love the Belgian Waffle face palette. So I'm just going to pick that up, tap it off. And then for my oh, okay. So that went on, oh shit, I had it covered, sorry. So that went on a lot darker than what I was anticipating from that pan. And it definitely looks more orange. Yeah. I don't know about that one. So then let me do, I'm going to take this other fluffy brush. This is a BH Cosmetics #2 brush. And I want to pick up this color here. It's got some shimmer to it, but I want to see what it does. Let's see. Let's do this side. I have a bad habit of putting that mirror up in front of my face. Let's do it like that. Okay. So from the front, like, I don't mind it all around here, and I don't mind it on my face. So when I look this way, this looks really orange in the viewfinder. It's not as orange in person, I feel like. I don't know, this one doesn't pull as orange. I actually think, yeah, this one, okay, so back here, this one definitely, you can see like more orange right in here. It's really concentrated. Out here, I actually like this second color on me better in person. I don't really see a whole lot of, I don't see any shimmer, like how it shows. Let me see. Let me put a little more on. So what do you think? So if I sit back here, let my lights acclimate. So here's the one side, and then here's the other. I think it's just gonna depend on preference. I mean, it's not that I don't like how it applied, it's just, it's not my color. So that's it. I mean, but I don't mind how it applied at all. I actually think this one applied nicer. And again, I used two different kinds of brushes. So this one's a bit more dense, this BH Cosmetics one. And obviously this MAC one's more fluffy. So I think they both applied nice. Again, they're just not my color. And now for the contour. I'm going to take this deeper color here. I don't know. Let's see. And I'm going to use this Morphe, I don't know, it's like a tapered, fluffier brush. Let me pick that up. Again, it applies really nice. I like to mix my contour in with my bronzer up into here just so it doesn't look so disconnected. It is deep. So let me see. In comparison to So this is the light to medium palette, and this is the medium to deep palette. So on camera, see how much lighter they look? So I just went in with this color, and I'm kind of debating on whether to go in with this one for my contour. I think that's what I want to do, because I feel like they look similar. Let's see. They look similar, see? These two. I just used this one, and now I'm gonna go in with this one. I'm gonna go in with this Farah. It's a Stippling 40 FM brush. I don't know, it's just sitting here. So I am going to go in with this color out of the medium to deep palette and see how that compares. It has some shimmers to it. And let's see. So I just did this side, and I'm gonna do this side. So this is the deep, medium to deep contour. Just for like a comparison of similarity, like if you're looking at it online, you're like, well, these colors kind of look similar to these colors like I just said. So that's giving you the difference there. So it applies nicely. It is blending out. Obviously is not my color. So I don't feel necessarily like I'm gonna be reaching for any of these colors at any point. Even in this light to medium palette, I just don't feel like, those colors, you know, suit my skin tone. So that's it, honest opinion. That is all. Let's move on. I think, so I have the, IDGAF, I don't give a hook, I'm assuming. Flatter Me Blush Quad. This is gorgeous satin plum shades that melt into the skin. But I think today I'm going to use Sweet Cheeks, which is a gorgeous satin peachy shades that melt into the skin. So I think I'm gonna go in with these. Probably gonna start here with the lighter one. And I'm gonna pick those up on this Morphe E4 brush. It's just a super fluffy brush. This was out of their, I believe the E was for like the Elite. So let me pick a side. I'm gonna start over here. That's a really pretty flush of color. I think it's pretty. Nice pretty peachy shade. So now I think I'm gonna go in with this color on this cheek. And I'm just gonna use this ColourPop F30 brush. I'm gonna pick that up. Try not to get this on my carpet. It's definitely got some pigment to it. Some deep pigment, and it went down directly where I touched my brush first. So, and it doesn't seem to be blending out as well as I would like. So let me take this clean brush and see if I can diffuse that color a little bit. Cause it literally looks like I just took a brush and went like in here. I mean, you're gonna have to have some kind of contact with the skin at first, but just so you know. And then I'm gonna try to, so it's blending out a little bit, but just so you know that it is quite pigmented, it's concentrated. And that's how it applies. It didn't seem to blend out as well. I don't know. So, you know, with those, I'm thinking this probably wouldn't suit me, would not suit my skin tone. I'm not gonna lie, this color looks like it'd be more of like a contour color for my skin. I don't know, there's a little disconnect there between these palettes. So I'm not so sure. I have prior BH Cosmetics blush palettes that I love, like Their Vanilla Cream Truffle and those palettes, I love them. I love all the blushes in them. I mix the colors and, you know, I use them by themselves or I'll mix them or do whatever, and I love them. I have the Belgian waffle one and I love it, but right now I'm not loving these. I honestly feel like I might use these as like eyeshadows. These two. But let me go into the light and medium palette and I'm going to use these two. So I'm going to pick up the top one first. And I'm just using this Morphe tapered fluffy brush. Let's see. So that's pretty. That's super pretty. I do like that. I do like the highlighter. And then I'm gonna wipe that off because I don't have another fluffy brush like that. So let's try to wipe that off. And then I'm gonna go in with this color. Pick that up. I'm gonna apply that on this cheek. It's a nice, subtle shimmery highlight. It looks more like a really muted, I don't want to say plum, but kind of, that's what I'm thinking, like more of like a plum color. I do like this one. I could see myself using this one as well. So I'm just gonna take that first one, bridge my nose, do the tip, and then do my Cupid spell. This though I am excited about. So I feel like they complement what they came out with. So I'm wondering if those blush palettes complement the other side of this when you have more of the pink, because I feel like this would kind of go with that blush palette I have. And then the peach one, what color shall I do? But I don't want to do two different eyes. Not today, I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna pick up my Morphe E27 fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into this color Soul. Pick that guy up. I do like that. It's got some nice coverage to it. I'm going to dust underneath. Oh, silly me. Let me zoom in. Let me go in with Strength. So this color here. I'm going to pick that up on a Morphe M124 brush. Let's see. So it's all right. Let me see. Pick up a little more. So now let me pick it up on my finger. See if I can get a little more from that. There's that. Now I'm just gonna wet my brush. is a really pretty color. It's typical for BH Cosmetics prior palette, so I am pleased with that. I think now I'm going to go in with this color Vivid. I'm going to put that on the outer corner. And I think I'm actually going to do more of like a halo eye today. Just switch it up a bit. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. I'm going to take that first brush, soften that edge a little bit. Then I'm going to go back in with that M124 brush and pick up that same color strength. Apply that more here. I want to go over where the two colors meet up. So now I'm going to take that same color. Same M124. I'm going to go. I'm gonna wet it. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and pick up that same vivid color. And then I'm going to go in with this Stunner. Pick it up on my pinky. I'm going to go right in the middle. Oh. There are big chunks of glitter coming out of that. Pick it up on an M124. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so I just went ahead and did the other eye like this eye, and then I went in and did a winged liner with my Essence 24 ink liner in Intense Black. And then I went in my waterline with this Ulta gel eyeliner and halo. And this is what it looks like. So it's super icy and has a little like shimmer to it. I just thought I'd open it up a little bit more. So I really like the palette. I know I didn't get all crazy and use a ton of colors. I think I want to spend a little more time with larger palettes like this because there's so many looks, there's so many possibilities. And again, I only touched on 1, 2, 3, 4 colors out of this, and there's 24. So, I mean, there's so many color combos that you can do with it. You know, obviously all being some type of neutral nude eye. And then I did go in with this all natural color on the brow bone and the inner corner to open that up a bit as well. I think I was just a little disappointed that there isn't something a little brighter, something with a little shimmer or metallic or anything for the inner eye. It's just this. I mean, otherwise everything else is like pink, and I'd already used this in the center of my halo eye, so I wasn't going to put that there in the inner corner. So I think that's the only thing this palette may be lacking. Overall, I like the palette. I like the palette a lot. I feel like there's, you know, a lot of color combos that you can do, but I appreciate the pigment of what I did use and the way it applied. So it does seem typical for BH Cosmetics, and that's what I was worried about. I was like, is this going to be, you know, a typical BH Cosmetics palette, or is their formula going to change? Like, what are they going to do? And I know a lot of people were thinking that and wondering. So I think, all in all, that I do enjoy it, and if you are a sucker for some nude palettes, I definitely would suggest this. You know, the face palettes and the blush palettes, like I said within the video, I'm not a fan. Everything applied nicely, I just don't like the colors on me. So even being, you know, typically for my foundations or my concealers, I go for either light or light medium. So that's typically what I consider my skin tone to be. So for this to be a light to medium palette, I don't like the way these colors pull. Like, I just feel like there's just, it's not that they're cool tones. They're not pulling like gray or ashy or anything like that. They're just pulling really orange, and you don't get that when you first look at it. Like, I'm not like, oh, that's gonna pull orangey or like have like a terracotta, you know, undertone, or, you know, I already said my little tidbit in the video. I just, at this point, I'm gonna say it's not for me. I'm not super crazy about the blush palettes. I have, you know, I used the first two peach ones, I believe. I use these. I'm not crazy about them. I have prior blush palettes from BH Cosmetics, and I love them. Like I said, the vanilla cream, you know, the truffle, whatever dessert lineup they did that those came out of, I use those all the time. I'll use them individually. I'll mix them together. I enjoy them. I like how they applied. I didn't mind how these applied, except the one on this cheek. Like, it was very, it had a lot of pigment to it, but it was where I first laid it down, that's where the color went, and then I really had to work to really get it out. So go in with a light hand if you are going to choose to do so. And it's not that any of it applied badly. Again, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I just don't think that the colors line up to complement my skin tone. That's all. Like, nothing seems patchy. You know, the highlighters went on nice. I do like those. And I like the eye palette because I could see myself using those again, but probably not the blush palette or the face palette. So that is my opinion on that. Take it or leave it. Let's talk about it. But that is that. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.